Water spells are a great way to get into elemental magic. They also serve important roles in magic for experienced Wiccans. One of the beautiful things about water is that it is everywhere. It is in the liquid we drink, the food we eat, the ground, the sky, and the air. We feel it when we wash our hands or walk in the rain or bathe. From snow drifts to the waves of the ocean to the bubbling of a brook, water provides us with some of the most magnificent feats of beauty the natural world has to offer. Water is fundamental to all life, and yet it is an astounding substance. One of the things that changed dramatically for me as I matured as a Wiccan was to take the time to truly appreciate something so basic as water. As you begin or deepen your study of elemental magic, I strongly urge you to start daily gratitude and mindfulness for water. It will strengthen your bond to the element and allow you more focus in your water spells. Even something as simple as vocalizing your gratitude each time you come into contact with water can go a long way. It will astound you how frequent it is and how much you take it for granted. Put your gratitude out into the world and you shall receive 3 times back in your water spells. And truly mean it. Not everywhere in the world has water readily available. Let's review the basics. Here are the properties of water. Water spells are often for purification, healing, love, or divination. Its main color is blue. Here are some common properties: herbs, water lily, seaweed, rose stones, amethyst, aquamarine, tourmaline. Animals: frog, turtles, whales, most fish. Season: autumn direction, west tools, cups, cauldrons, bowls, shells. Instrument: resonant metals like cymbals and bells. The most common forms of water ritual involve placing into water, washing, and dilution. Water magic is ancient. It is so strong that even Christianity couldn't shake its pagan roots. Baptism is one form of purification ritual, and even Jesus had to undergo it. Water spells can be done anywhere, but you'll probably have the best results near natural water sources. For example, a self-immersion will be more powerful in a pond, lake, ocean, or stream than your bathtub, though both will work. Protection spell. I'll remind you that my version of a water spell may not be the one that works best for you. Review the fundamental principles of elemental magic and use my version as a guide. Then let your personal taste, strengths, weaknesses, and intuition guide you in creating your own form. Supplies: sea salt, non-iodized works best. Bowl, the one in the image can be found here. Water fresh or dried mint. Grow your own. Visualization. You will need a way to create a protection circle. I like to do this spell outside on soft dirt near a pond. That way I can draw the circle into the ground around me with a stick. You could also set out 8 stones around you or be more creative if you do the spell inside. First, set a bowl of water, a bowl of salt, a small amount, and a sprig of mint or parsley in front of you. Now form the circle of protection around you and the supplies. Close your eyes. Visualize the protection. This can be anything that comes to you. Maybe you imagine being in a wide open field, free of any negative influence. Maybe you think of a small locked room, perfectly safe. Maybe you imagine yourself asleep with a group of puppies. The exact visualization doesn't matter as long as you truly feel perfectly safe, calm, and protected. Now, even though what you visualize doesn't matter, you should be very clear and precise with it to gather the clearest and strongest protection energy. You must truly believe you are protected. Once there is no doubt in your mind, move on to the next step. The water spell. Now hold the bowl and gaze into it. As you gaze into it, let your mind wander to any fear or negativity that might appear. As soon as it appears, feel it, and then say, "There is no need for alarm from anything that would cause me harm, for this water of protection will block all evil before it's begun." Push the thought that appeared into the water. Feel the negative energy flow into the water. You've now banished it. Set the bowl down and purify it with a pinch of salt. Natural, non-iodized salt will do this on its own in a few moments. Now repeat the whole process as many times as are needed. I usually do it 3 times, but if worries and fears keep appearing readily, keep purging them and purifying the water. When you are done, soak the mint in the salt water. I hold the sprig so that my fingers do not need to touch the tainted water. Let the herb absorb the harmful energy. Now, without touching it, bury the herb and say the words, "Dear sprig of mint, I give my thanks to thee. There will be no hint of harm to come to me." The protection water spell is done. Carefully and thoroughly wash the bowl. A water divination charm. Many people are interested in various forms of divination. Whatever your preferred method of divination, this charm will help you see more clearly. It also provides an example of a completely different type of water spell from the previous one. I personally put this charm in the box with my favorite tarot cards. Then I set it out while doing a reading. Supplies amethyst, the ones in the image can be found here. Bowl water. Making the charm. For the most powerful form of this charm, you will need to wait until a full moon with a clear sky. Simply place the amethyst into the bowl of water and charge your personal energy. Visualize yourself doing the act of divination. Imagine the finished charm near you. See and feel the clarity it gives you. Then release that energy into the water while saying, "Purple stone, absorb this light, the moon's true power in the night. With clarity I will now divine, the future appears in my mind." Set the bowl in the moonlight for one night. The next morning, thank the water and the moon and remove the stone. The amethyst is now a water divination charm that can be used to enhance any form of divination. Some people hold it to absorb its power, while others keep it near for the divination. Water spells. You now have the tools for creating your own water spells. Use the tools and ingredients associated with the water elemental, and follow the basic principles as shown in this article, and elemental magic for beginners. Here are some water goddess invocations you can perform. For further reading, see the links in the description.